He, no pun intended, he thinks it's written in the cards. It's one of those things that he just feels like this is just different. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just different, you know. And I think it's because of her, because she is so stable and she is so not phased by things and people. But I think he's afraid to approach her because she might not want to be famous. She seems very down to earth, and she seems like she's happy not having paparazzi around. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hallie, so grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. Before I do, I have a few quick announcements. If you want to support the channel, please become a member. I have two memberships, one for $4.99, the other for $9.99, and it would help me out so much, really. Also, I am a developer, one of the many things I do. My first love, other than tarot, is that I code. So I released 3 apps that I coded myself. Check them out. They're only available for Apple. I only code in Apple Code, Swift. So yeah, check those out. If you don't have an Apple phone, I totally understand. Maybe get somebody else to download it. It would help out. It would help me out a lot. Yeah, so let's get into it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have gotten so many requests for this, so I've decided to continue. I do have other videos that are not just about Johnny Depp, so please check them out too. I just recently did a live about him, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Harry Styles. I feel like Johnny Depp has replaced Harry Styles. I used to do Harry Styles every week, and now all you Johnny fans are very into it. So I'll keep the momentum going. I'm just grateful that you all are watching, honestly. And I do enjoy doing readings on him. I won't even lie. I think he has very peaceful energy. I've said this many times before. So I enjoy it. So it is honestly my pleasure. I've gotten a lot of questions about this woman. I actually have my other phone with questions that I'm going to ask throughout the video. I've gotten a lot of requests for this mysterious woman that I've seen for many years. I've seen her for now 4 years, because throughout the trial, in fact towards the end of the trial, I started to see her when I was covering the trial. I'm not really covering it, but I would get asked to talk about it. Even before that, I always said I see him winning. Just what I read, intuition tells me, and tarot tells me. So it's not just me. And I think the whole purpose of tarot, you know, the reason I do these readings, I got a comment the other day that was like, you're engaging in negative gossip, and I don't really usually care, but I just wanted to let you all know I went through a really tough time. I started reading tarot when I was 15. My mother got me my first tarot set because I used to always be into kind of witchy stuff. Practical Magic is one of my favorite movies. The Craft, Harry Potter. So I've always been into esoteric. But I stopped, and I was still into spirituality, all that kind of stuff. It's just the tarot used to kind of scare me. And then I got back into tarot at a time when I needed it the most. I went through a really tough breakup in 2019. And that's when I started reading tarot again. And actually watching tarot readers helped me get through that difficult breakup. So that's what I've always wanted to provide to the world, to keep it kind of light and as guidance. So that's why I read tarot and I talk about hot topics. I just want to reiterate that, because I got a negative comment. I don't usually care about negative comments. Sometimes I reply, sometimes I don't, but that one I just wanted to say, I'm not trying to pry into people's lives. I just want to offer guidance, you know, tarot guidance that's helped me. I want to share that with other people. So like I said, I'm using my Star Child Tarot. I'm going to pull up questions throughout my video, because I'm doing a little different. I get so many questions about this mysterious woman. I do just want to say, some people are like, oh, it's me. I mean, it could be, honestly, but it could also not be. you know. And I say this all the time as somebody that's very into spirituality, very into esoteric. There are different dimensions in this universe. There just are. Sometimes we can't see. But don't waste your time on something and someone if it's not tangible. Really, don't do that, because it's a waste of time. Just want to let you know. So if you feel like you're that woman and he hasn't reached out to you, live your best life. Ignore it, and if it comes, great. If it doesn't, great too, you know. Just be, I always say this, you know, if you love somebody, let them be happy. Doesn't have to be with you. I'm big on that. Sometimes you'll find the love of your life. They're with somebody else. Let them be with that person, and not make sure that they're happy, but just wish them well. You know, it's because you love somebody, it doesn't mean that they're just for you. Spoken like a true Aquarius who needs a lot of space. Okay, so let's get into I asked a few questions. I'm going to continue to ask a few questions. I already pulled some cards, and the first question that I asked was, how does he feel about this Empress? So this Empress, Page of Crystals, which is in traditional deck Pentacles, she's very stable. And she comes across like nothing can really move her. Nothing can really move her. She's very uneasily shaken, you know, not really bothered by life. And I think that intrigues him about her, because she's like, yeah. He's like, how is she? I said he watches her. I don't think they've met. I get that question a lot in the comment section. I don't think they've met. I definitely see that they have not met. When he meets her, he wants to be with her. That's what I see very strongly. But he watches her. And somebody sent me, a few people have sent me actually, that he does stay up. They said he stays up at night watching things. And I'm guilty. That too. Watching people at night. Not, you know, like kind of, which I've had to stop doing because it stops me from sleeping. But kind of doom scrolling, as you would say. And I think he doom scrolls her, watches her. So I just want to put that out there. I see him watching her. Kind of like in amazement, you know, like I can see that. So 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and 7 of Wands. So she is very guarded. She's the kind of person, she's very guarded. I wonder why she's so guarded. Let me see. Very Swords energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I've said I think she's an air sign. Strong air energy, Taurus energy too. I think might attract his Venus in Taurus to her. At this point I could write a book about this love story. It's very fascinating. When it comes out, we're all going to hear about it. And I'm going to be very happy for them. Okay, so let's see. Why is she so guarded? Okay. 7 of Wands, 3 of Crystals, just Pentacles, and Perspective. So, I get very dreamy energy. And you know, air signs, it says all the time, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, we think a lot. I would say, out of Pisces, Gemini and Aquarius are the biggest thinkers, biggest daydreamers. You know, when I was a kid, I used to sometimes not pay attention. A lot of the time I pay attention. I would just daydream about what I was going to do. I don't know if you guys do that too. But that's what I'm saying about air signs. And I said when I saw him, go back and watch my 2024 prediction video of him. I understood him. I don't know how. I think I just get Geminis. I get Geminis a lot. I get them. I think that they're very misunderstood, and I think it's a shame because if you have a Gemini in your life, you are very lucky. Very lucky. They're very loyal. People don't understand that about them. There are some Geminis I'm like, but they're just not to my liking. You know, it's not. I don't have an issue with the actual sign. With Libras, I have an issue with the sign, which I'm gonna stop talking about Libras now. But Geminis are, they're very fascinating. They're just very fascinating people. They're very creative. They're very intelligent. Extremely. You think to yourself, even Kanye West is a fellow Gemini. And even though they're all very different, Geminis, if you think about Kanye West music, right? I don't think anybody else could create music the way Kanye West creates music. And that's the thing about Geminis. If you think about Edward Scissorhands, back to Johnny Depp, I don't think anybody could play Edward Scissorhands the way he did. When you just think Edward Scissorhands, you automatically think Johnny Depp. You don't think about anybody else playing that role. So that's the thing about Geminis. They're just so unique and intelligent. And the only issue is that they sometimes can get caught up in needing to be liked. And needing to have physical, materialistic, because it does come after Taurus, is the sign after Taurus, and Taurus are big on materialism. So some of that still transfers to the next zodiac, because we do have remnants of the last zodiac in the current one that you're in, that you were born in, your sun sign. And the remnants of Taurus is, especially if he has Venus in Taurus, is very luxurious. They're like luxurious things, Geminis. Which sometimes they'll sell themselves out. They'll sell out the creativity, the originality, the uniqueness in order to have those tangible things, and then they regret it. So that's what I see very strongly. So she's very guarded, daydreamer kind of person, dreams a lot. 3 of Pentacles perspective. She might have Virgo, and her chart is a kind of Virgo, but she's very pensive, cautious, because she's trying to build something right now. Build something to do with fashion. I get something to do with fashion, but people have said she's a spiritual healer. That part I really don't see. I see like a hint of it, but the main thing that I saw was that she covered the trial, and he was honored by how she covered it. So yeah, okay. So I also asked why is he fixated with her? How is she different to people, or women, excuse me, that he's dated in the past, or he's been with in the past? So I got Queen of Cups. And usually, Queen of Cups is the mature one, water energy. It is honestly the closest card to the Empress, but she's very mature, and she handles things in a mature way, a loving way, and she has a cup, but the cup is for someone special, and you can tell that she's not the type to just date anybody, to be with anybody. She's very particular, which Gemini men really, really like them. They like if that they're interested in, because men can like women too. Queen of Cups is picky with who they date, and picky because they have those remnants of Taurus, like I was just saying, that is about exclusivity and luxury, and feeling special. So they don't want to feel like this person chose me because they choose everybody else. They want to feel like this person chose me because I'm special. I'm different, and I'm worthy. In a weird way, they do it through Gemini men, like people, if they're interested in women that are unique, that they walk into a room and people are like, ooh, something about her. She might not be the prettiest, she might not be the thinnest, but she has essence, she has soul, she has in French they say je ne sais quoi, we don't know what she has, she just has something, and she has that something. So with Wheel of Fortune, Emperor, and Page of Swords, he's ready to pounce. Wow, I just got but there's something he gets like I can see him being shy. I get so shocked. I shouldn't say that I get shocked that he's shy. I just get, I've never understood shyness until recently. I said this in my last Johnny Depp live I just did. I never used to understand shy people because I didn't grow up around shy people. I don't know anybody growing up. Well, I had one friend that was shy, but other than that, I've never had shy people around me. I think also South African culture is very and British culture, you don't really find, they can be cold and rude but you don't really find like shy people in South African culture particularly. I don't know why, but it's just not really a thing. They could be shy like to themselves, but in America and the US, I found that you meet shy people where they're like very shy. And I get it, you know, because I did say I have anxiety. It's gotten a lot better as I've gotten older, but I used to have very bad social anxiety. So I can relate on that sense. So I used to have anxiety. And I think that shyness is related to anxiety. That's just my opinion. I mean, it relates to different things, but I think a lot of people that are shy, it's related to social anxiety, especially if you're an empath and you feel people's energies, you know. It's a lot. So so I already pulled that Wheel of Fortune. He feels like it's meant to be. Wheel of Fortune is meant to be. No pun intended, he thinks it's written in the cards. It's one of those things that he just feels like this is just different. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just different, you know. And I think it's because of her, because she is so stable and she is so not phased by things and people. But I think he's afraid to approach her because she might not want to be famous. She seems very down to earth, and she seems like she's happy not having paparazzi around and stuff like that, and having her life invaded, you know. I think that's one of the biggest obstacles that he's working against right now. That he's like, okay, because he acknowledges that once he comes forward, he has to kind of protect her. The Emperor energy is like about protection. Yeah. So Queen of Wands, the question that I asked was, how is he going to come forward? Because I see a package. I see some kind of package. I've seen it for a while. I see some kind of package. I can't see it fully. I'm not sure why I can't see it fully, but I can't see it fully. But I see a package. So I got Queen of Wands, and behind that 6 of Pentacles, which is about giving. So he wants to ignite passion in her. I think she's this is so funny, because I think it's not funny, you know, I don't mean to come across rude, but it's just like, wow. How, like, she seems too relaxed, you know. He wants her to feel like passionate, because she seems like she won't be really into a lot of things. He's afraid that she won't respond the way that he wants her to respond, which I think he needs to let that go, because if he comes with good intentions, I see it going well. Let's see, how is she going to respond to this package? It's like a package. It's coming soon. The package is coming soon. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Might be because I'm cold. It's so cold in Florida right now. Can't stand it. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Okay, so let's see. How will she respond? Oh, she's going to love it. Wow. Starseed, the Tower, and the Empress. He's going to say something like, the next chapter, my next chapter belongs to you. Something like that. Very sweet. He's very romantic. And she's going to be like, oh my god, somebody thinks like this about me? Because I don't think she thinks people think like that about her. He's going to be like, she's going to be like, someone likes me this much. Oh my gosh, I don't even think she cares that it's Johnny Depp. She's just like, someone likes me like this, you know. Yeah, but she's the Empress, you know, the Empress. So with Awakening, it's coming very soon. I keep saying that, but you know, patience, everybody, patience. I've had to work on my patience a lot, you know, in general. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my phone, and I'm just going to pull up the questions that I was asked online about this Empress, because I have a lot of questions. Those three I could remember from the top of my head, but these I'm gonna put just gonna go through the comment section, because actually I haven't read the comment section in a while. I'm gonna read the question and the answer. So I kind of love Spanish speaking people for these videos. Okay, so I'm gonna read. One of them is in Spanish. Hola, ¿cuál es el obstáculo principal para que Johnny Depp y su mujer misteriosa pueden estar juntos? Okay, so what is the major obstacle? What is the main obstacle para que that's stopping from them being together? So I did say he's kind of cautious. She's cautious, he's cautious. She has no idea what's coming. The Tower, she has no idea. So if you think it's you, it's probably not. I'm just gonna let you know now. Oh, my phone closed. If you think it's you, it might not be you. Because she has no idea. It's almost like she's just like living her life. She might have like, I see baskets. She's very simple, very easygoing. I see her talking to like neighbors, and she might even ride a bicycle. That kind of energy. I get very easy, light energy. Sunshine. I see sunflowers. Ooh. So let's see what's the main. But I see she has no idea. No idea that's coming. So I get April, but again, time does change. Time is fluid. I say it all the time. What's the main obstacle? So he does 3 of Swords, 6. He doesn't want the past to happen again. I don't think he's sure yet that she might not be like Amber. The past really affected him. And I understand, my goodness me. I totally understand. I'm really proud of him for not getting into another relationship. You know, that's a big thing. Something that I had to do. I stopped dating for a very long time after I broke it off with a great guy. Just for it's not about me, but I just want to say that good for him. Good for him. Okay, is she a fan? No, I don't think so. Let's see. I don't think she's a fan. She comes across, she might be a lawyer, because she comes across very fair, very like to the book, very fair. And I think through the fairness, she took his side. She didn't really want to. But I don't see her liking him like that. She'll fire. Yeah, so no. She just saw him, King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, perspective. She saw him going through a tough time. And she's like, this doesn't seem fair. This is not right, what's happening. She saw him like, this is not how it's supposed to be, you know? And that's what caught his attention. I think there was a time that he needed support and he wasn't getting it. I feel so bad for him. Oh my god. And I know he's not, when I say that, I don't mean to be condescending. I feel badly when people are by themselves going through a hard time, you know? It's really awful that humanity can be like that sometimes. It drives me insane. But that's another story for another day. And I think that he was just looking at different videos because he said himself he watches YouTube. So I think he was looking at kind of guidance, support, inspiration, and she would say things in the video to give like pointers, and it wasn't similar to what Andy did. And I was watching the other night when I couldn't sleep. I was watching from Popcorn Planet. I believe his name's Andy. I watch him all the time. I don't know why I forgot his name. But he said, when I was watching that clip, that Johnny basically, if I remember correctly, because I was half asleep, Johnny said that he was inspired by Andy and his coverage. So the same notion, I saw that before, the same notion applies to her. But he fell for her. Through this whole process, through the years, he's fallen for her. But now as the face, he's just afraid to approach her. I think because he's very shy. He's very shy and he doesn't want to hear a no from her. I think this is the energy that I get. I could be wrong, but this is intuitively what I pick up. That he feels like, okay, I either roll the dice. He might even gamble. He feels like I need to roll the dice, but he needs to be prepared to be in that position to roll the dice. Because he's like, if I don't do it, I'll never know. And he's a very inquisitive mind. I did say this when I did a reading 2 years ago about him. I said, was it 2 years ago? Yeah, it was 2 years ago. I said that, he's a truth seeker. And truth seekers, they always need their answer, And the question he has that he's going to answer about her is, would she ever want to be with me? He might even ask her that. He wants to ask her something like a lifetime. Something like, would you spend a lifetime with me? Something along those lines. It's very, very sweet. But she seems very nonchalant and like, about things. So he wants to make sure he's in the right position to ask her, because she seems like the kind of person, she's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And he doesn't want her to be in a position where she can be 1 foot out. He wants her all in, basically. Okay. So here's, Johnny Logico, okay. Logic, that says. Okay, a user says, I must get down from my unicorn for a sec to ask a very level-headed question here. Is Johnny Depp actually meant to be with this Empress person like he seems to think? Or has she already served her purpose by being of inspiration to him to begin with? I'm sorry, I'm not sure if tarot can actually answer questions like this, or if they're just meant to read the current energy of a person, place, or thing, etc. However it works. So I did pick up that they're meant to be together. I strongly picked that up. He feels it too, because he's very spiritually connected. I picked up a long time ago that she knows she's meant to be with someone, but she doesn't know it's him. So he thinks it's her. She knows it's someone. She doesn't know that it's him. But I don't think she's just very head in the clouds type of person. Not like ditzy, but she doesn't see it coming. She doesn't see it coming at all. So let me make sure I'm answering this question fully. Is he actually meant to be with the Empress, like he thinks? So I just got the number 3 years. I think he's been watching her for 3 years. She intrigues him. He's like, when he watches her. So, Wheel of Fortune that I pulled before, yes, I strongly think that they're meant to be together. But I always say this, You know, we what's the word? Tarot, destiny can choose for us, but we have to still decide. I'll tell you guys a story very soon. Now that I've grieved and I've healed from it, I can tell you guys soon. But I'll tell you soon. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about fate, about destiny, and about how dreams are connected to it. Very personal experience story. So just make sure you stay tuned. But I have a story very, very soon for you. It's a long story, so I don't want to make this video long. But I'm going to tell you very soon. So I saw that they're meant to be together, right? But his feeling, that's when I saw that he's shy, is that he doesn't know how to take it. He might even bite his nails. I see him going like he doesn't know how to take it. A lot of men bite their nails, you know. I realized that. I see a lot of men, I'm like, wow, you bite your nails. It's not a bad thing. I used to bite my nails. It's just like not good for you, but anyways, that's another story for another day. But I see him being very nervous at approaching her. That's why I saw that he's shy. So Knight of Swords, you know, Knight of Swords about, you know, peeking. He's like, okay, what if this happens like that? He also doesn't want to taint her life, because she seems very simple, easygoing, likes her life. So he doesn't want to intrude. He doesn't want to come across creepy or intrusive, but he wants to, Six of Cups, give her something. But he doesn't want to get, he can tell, because he's very good at reading people. He can tell that if it's not received well, she's going to be like, yeah, okay. Like kind of brush him off. Because she might have, I don't know, he could just tell. Somehow he can tell that she can brush people off. Like, yeah, okay. And he doesn't want her to do that. He's like, I'm not going to recover if she does that to me. You know? So he feels like, I only have one shot. And it's a long shot. So I have to make it. It's very sweet. It's a very, very sweet. He's got a sweet soul. Okay, now the few more questions, then I'll end the video. So, will Johnny Depp ever win an Oscar? I'm not gonna answer that because I feel like I'm not really into Oscar stuff, and I don't want to jinx him. So sorry guys, not answering that. But then I do have one last one. Will Johnny get married in a religious ceremony? Okay, religious. I saw them getting married. I can't see her, I just see him. I can't see her. I saw a dress and long hair. That's all I see of her. And from the back, it's like a golden, it's like a golden off-white type of dress with a little trail. I see from the back. And he's wearing a suit. But he will get married again. I don't know if it's religious. Let's see. I say this all the time. I'm not a Johnny Depp fan, so I don't know this. He might have grown up like Protestant or something. Protestant. I see very strongly Protestants. But some kind of religion, but he doesn't like, he doesn't want to go back to it. So no, I don't see a religious ceremony, but I do see, wow, I just can't explain to you how much he feels for her. It's very beautiful. It's almost like I get the image of like seeing a diamond, you know, amongst different rocks. Seeing like, whoa, this one's different. This one's different. This one acts different. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. It's been a lot of fun to do. I always say that. I always say this. I really, really wish him and her well, especially after what he went through. Another piece of advice, if anybody wants to take it, to stay away from Amber Heard. He's going to want to forgive her, but it's going to ruin his new relationship immensely. I think I can see that he has a heart where he doesn't want to hold on to things, and I get that. I'm the same way. I don't like to hold on to things, but in the same token, people that are users know that about you, and they'll use that against you, you know. So sometimes we can forgive in our heart and just let it be, but space between somebody doesn't mean that there's hostility from your end, you know. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out the memberships and check out my apps, and like, subscribe, comment.